Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to make a quick video on some of my thoughts on being a consultant rather than a salesperson, which has worked really well for me. And two of the big takeaways I think that I've had in kind of putting on the consultant cap, in case you guys don't know, I work with a lot of small to mid-sized businesses in the Philadelphia area. Helping them with their digital marketing strategy. And one of the things that's really helped me are actually two of the things that I'm going to be talking about. The first concept is obviously people are superior to products, right? No matter what business you're in, whatever it is that you quote unquote are consulting on or selling. I don't really like using the word selling, because if you're being a consultant, you're really identifying a person's need and then you're trying your best to fill that need. And if you can't, then you shake hands and go separate ways. That's what the definition of a consultant is to me. And when you have that role as a consultant, it's really important to consider this first point, that people are superior to products. So I really don't care what product you're selling. It's very rare that you're going to find a person that you communicate with that's more interested in your product than they are in themselves. So what they say is it's about 80% people and then 20% product. So you should be putting 80% of your focus to understanding the person that you're talking to, rather than spitting off all the features and benefits of your product. It's important to understand the specific needs of the person that you're talking to on all fronts, right? Because if they have a need in this area and your product or service helps them in this area, there's always going to be bleed over, and possibly your product that helps in this area can influence the other areas where they're having problems, struggles, or need help. So people are superior to products. This is one huge takeaway. The second really big takeaway for me recently has been really the importance of being an industry expert. If you're in a business where you're dealing with a lot of different industries, for example, for digital marketing or digital lead generation, you can deal with any company. I mean, you can deal with dentists, you can deal with contractors, you can deal with daycares. Do I understand daycares too well? No, I'm probably not going to be able to speak passionately to the owner of a daycare business regarding their digital strategy compared to maybe a contractor. Since I worked with my family's contracting company for a while, I have industry experience and knowledge in that niche. Therefore, I'm going to be able to communicate on real terms with the business owner in terms that they understand, showing not only that I understand what they do on a day-to-day basis, but I can also translate that into a strategy for their business because of my understanding of the terms and the experiences that they go through on a daily basis. So these 2 points are really important. People are superior to products, and then becoming an industry expert, and then kind of allowing that expertise that you have in that industry to kind of spill over when you're talking to the business owner. A couple of things that you need to know if you're going to become an industry expert. You need to know the competitive landscape. So you need to know on a localized level who the biggest competitors are in this space, meaning who are the big heads, who are the companies that all of these smaller or mid-sized guys want to become. So you need to know the big heads in the area in that industry. You also need to know people who are at their level, and you don't really need to know anyone below that, right? So you need to speak to people who are. You need to, let's say you speak to a mid-sized business owner, maybe it's a concrete contractor. Well, then you should know who the biggest concrete contractors are in your local area. And then you should also know 2 or 3 that are at their level. And then Another point that you should know, obviously, is relevant opportunities within that space. So one is going to be the competitors within the industry that you're targeting. Two is going to be relevant opportunities for the owner. For example, for me, since I do quite a bit of AdWords work for the contractors, specifically that's the vertical that I target, is a lot of the sub-trades within contracting. Since I do a lot of work with AdWords, I'm always looking for opportunities in AdWords so that I can then spill those over when I'm talking to a business owner. So for example, what's an opportunity? Well, if you guys aren't familiar with how Google Ads work, like if you look at the Google search results page, you're going to see 3 ads up top, and then you're going to see those ads on the right sidebar, or opposite to the to this video camera. But you're going to see the ads up top and then the ads on the sidebar. Those are Google Ads. And the way that Google Ads work, in case you didn't know, is it's based on a pay-per-click basis. So every time someone clicks on the ad, the person who's placed that ad on Google actually gets charged a dollar amount based on the competitive bidding that's going on. So all else equal, now there's other components to this. Let's say the person in the first spot on Google in the first Google ad spot, let's say that they're investing, $15. They're willing to go up to a maximum bid of $15 per click, and the person beneath them, they're probably going to be bidding less than that. Now, obviously, there are other factors like quality score, but I'm not going to go into that. All else equal, it's a bidding war, right? And so the way that I'm able to uncover opportunities in this market is by looking at, through Google's back-end data, what the average cost per click is. Meaning, what's the average amount of money that a business owner in a certain industry vertical is, what's the average that he is paying per click? Then what I do is I compare that to my industry knowledge of what their average customer value is, right? So this is really important. So a great example of this would be, let's say like a marble and granite company. I work with a marble and granite company. This is an unbelievable niche in Philadelphia for targeting on Google Ads. Why is this? Because the average cost per click, meaning the average amount that a business owner is paying every time someone clicks on their ad, is only at around $4, I think, or something, maybe a little lower than that. But the average customer value, right, the average person buying from a marble or granite company is spending $7,000 to $10,000. So, judging from click-through rates, let's say that I get someone at let's say $5 per click average. Let's say I get, maybe, let's say for every 10 clicks, I get them one lead, right? One qualified lead. So that would be a 10% conversion rate. And, let's say out of 10 of those leads, I actually land one job. Right? I don't think that's too unrealistic to say, if the advertising is very relevant and focused. Why would this be an opportunity for them? Well, think about it. It's $5 per click. It takes 10 clicks to get a conversion into a phone call, like a lead, and then it takes another 10 of those leads to really turn into a paying great customer. 5 times 10 is 50, times 10 is 500. Would you pay $500 for a $7,000 to $10,000 job? Any day, right? As a business owner, any day. Now, this wouldn't be the case in a advertising space, maybe like, I don't know, something, I don't know the stats on this right now, but let's say like appliance repair. The average person who's getting their washer, dryer, or major appliance fixed, they're probably only going to be spending, $200 to $500. Is it worth it to pay $500 for a $200 to $500 job, which wouldn't even all be profit? No. So this, I'm not sure about these stats online because this isn't my specialty right now. But at a $5 cost per click with those estimates, it wouldn't be a good opportunity. So, you know, this is just one example of becoming an industry expert by one, knowing that you're the competitors within the space, and then two, knowing relevant opportunities for that business owner so that you can then speak on them. The days are over for blind cold calling. It's the biggest waste of time ever. You know, and that's why I think it's really important to know the opportunities that you're speaking on before you pick up the phone and you start trying to find people that you could potentially consult on helping them grow their business. So I hope that this video was helpful. Just, you know, the three main takeaways here is people are always superior to products. And by understanding their industry, you're showing interest in the business owner's life. Understanding the product is important to address questions and objections that the customer might have when you're talking to them or before they're about to invest in it. Very important to understand the product, but it's also equally as important. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's probably about 4 times as important to understand the person and their specific needs. And then tying into that, right, this is kind of, they go hand in hand. You got to become an industry expert, right, on what you're targeting. Enough of the blanket approach. Set a goal for your month. I'm going to be targeting X companies in this niche, X companies in this niche, and X in this. My goal is to get 2 within each under my umbrella for this month. Set that goal, stick to it, and then find the opportunities within each of those industries, and then speak on those opportunities and how they relate to the products that you sell. Now, not everyone listening to this does digital marketing, but you can apply these principles to whatever it is that you're selling. You need to find relevant, useful information, competitive information that shows the business owner that you understand the space in which they operate. So if you implement these 2 things, I know they've helped me a whole lot. In one, you know, not getting hung up on as much because sounding like a dumbass gets you hung up on. And 2, increasing my sales. And 3, increasing the relationships that I build. And if you're interested in seeing these 3 improvements, I would strongly suggest implementing these 2 tactics into your consultation or sales practices. It's the ethical thing to do, and it is also allows you to speak from a place of passion a lot more. So I hope that this video was really helpful for those of you who are in some form of sales or a consultative role and are trying to elevate that to another level. Make sure you leave a comment in this video. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos like this. Make sure you leave a comment in the video either on Facebook or on YouTube to communicate with me, because these are ideas that I'm you know, just kind of throwing around, and you know, they've worked for me, and I want to hear your guys' input. I can't emphasize that enough, because it's really important to me that I'm learning what's working on your guys' end too, because ultimately my goal is to make the most useful and effective videos that I possibly can. It's one of my goals for this year is to release a lot of videos. I'm not going to share the specific number, but yeah, it's really important that you guys comment and also subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get updates when I am releasing new videos. Sorry for the bounciness, by the way. My car is not too good for this. My car, I have it in like a holder, one of those GPS holders. So have a great day, and I hope that this was helpful to you guys. And also in your comments, leave any videos that you would like me to make in the future, even not regarding sales, really anything that you want me to make a video on. All right, cool. Have a great day.